You are live. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
And it says we're live. I'm Everett, and this is.
I'm April.
Yeah, we're joined here, and we're just checking. I know we've got Rick and Angel and Paul and Donna, and they're bringing up their. Yeah, so they see us. Okay.
Yep, we got you.
Okay. So let us know. Good point. Yeah, thank you, Angel, for putting that in. Let us know if you can hear us. Okay.
We're on.
So we are tracking live. Good. Okay.
Yay.
And I think we got 12 folks.
Cool.
So folks are joining. Here again, this is our first live roundtable.
Yes.
And we're excited. I think we're prepared.
We are.
Yeah.
As we could be.
We got plenty to talk about. And we
Don't
also
beat us up too bad.
and we also want to hear your questions, comments as well. So we are monitoring that. So please, in the comment section, share with us a question, comment. We're going to try to get to probably, I don't know how many there'll be. We'll get to as many as we can. But we're going to be following actually our format that we started last week for Coffee with the Natives, okay? And that's what we're going to be following. And so we're looking forward to that. And so what are we going to be talking about tonight, guys? What are we talking about tonight?
We drank
the
Kool Aid.
Coffee.
Or coffee.
It's a whole Kool Aid.
We're live. We are live,
Oh,
folks.
Lord. And I
Okay.
have coffee.
So Robert said, looks and sounds great. And yeah, we're going to talk about drinking the Kool Aid, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And here's our prop.
That's a common expression here. Nothing derogatory meant at all from that.
Wow.
But normally people, we got folks here. Denise, Steve.
Yes.
Hey, Denise.
Yep, good to see you.
Hey,
Robert.
Denise.
And
Robert.
who else do we
Yep.
have?
Yeah, who else?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Jerry Bell. So the numbers going up. I think we got about 29. So
Mindy.
so here again,
Mindy.
back to
Yes.
we know Mindy.
Yes.
We met Mindy.
We met Mindy
Oh.
at Jerry and Linda
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
and Linda.
Yeah, okay.
The
Yeah.
newcomers.
at
Cody's.
Cody's.
Yep.
Oh,
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
So I'm Everett,
And I'm April.
and we're the Villages Natives, and we're joined by Rick and Angel. You've
Hey,
met them
guys.
before, and Paul and Donna.
Yes.
Hello.
And first time with us live. So
Yes.
just briefly introduce yourself, guys.
Paul and Donna, we're from Massachusetts, specifically on Cape
Cape
Cod.
Cod.
And this week marks our 7th month living in the Villages full time. So we're
28th.
looking at
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be 7 months tomorrow that we've lived here. And we love it.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. And, it's great to have you guys. And we have practice, folks. Just to let you know,
Whether you can tell it or not.
Yeah.
whether you can tell it or not. We practice. And these guys have been really, I tell you,
They're
we're really
great.
thankful that they're with us.
Yes.
And,
we appreciate them very much.
Hey, Carla. See you joining us.
Hey,
Oh,
Carla.
Carla. Oh, awesome. Great to see you, Carla.
Mark Miller just joined us.
Yep.
Yes.
For sure. So we are now this past week,
Yes.
busy for us. So
Very.
let's talk about our last week and what that involved, because we're kind of living the life, right?
Yes.
Right.
So what were some highlights? I think we're going to go Rick and Angel first.
Yeah. Well, for us, we had family down last week and got to spend some time with them, done a couple of cookouts and just caught up with them and just had a great time. And
Right. We also got to spend some time with some new friends, Mark and Alicia. And it was a really good couple-hour visit. So that was fun.
yeah, we've talked to them plenty of times, just walking down the street, but we finally got to have them in the house and get to know them better. So
Awesome.
yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah. Paul, Donna?
We had friends from Falmouth, Massachusetts that came to visit us for a few days. And then one of our highlights was going to Marshview, pitch and putt, and we played golf we were matched up with a wonderful couple, and he got a hole in one on the 17th hole.
Now,
Yeah.
you would think that would be the highlight of the experience, but it continued.
And then we had to go to the starter shack, and we were witnesses to his hole in one.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, we decided to celebrate with the drinks. So they went and got drinks, and well, I got a table. And there was a woman sitting at a large picnic table all by herself. So I said, are you expecting a group? She said, no, just one friend. I said, do you mind if we sit with you? And she said, oh, no. So I sat with her, and I found out she was from Pittsburgh, the same city that the person that got the hole in one. And then her
Wow.
friend, and then they came back with drinks, and we were chatting. And then her friend came over, and she was from Cape Cod. So it was,
Oh,
so we were chatting, and they were telling us that they actually met in Italy.
oh my gosh.
They didn't know each other. They were on a tour. And as they got to know each other, one woman said, I live in the Villages. And the other one said, oh, I'm going to be renting in the Villages this winter. And she found out where she was, and she was going to be right behind her house.
Oh,
She was in the
Oh.
house behind her.
Wow.
So it was kind of really a small world.
It is a small world.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. And
Yes.
that's and you meet so many interesting people here, and
It is,
some
you
people
really
that are
Yes.
a lot closer, and there's a lot more connection than you would think sometimes. Somebody did mention that the weekly updates kind of block, and so we're trying to work this out and adjust as much as we can. So thanks for that, and we got plans for more. So, but thank you for that input. We're going to do the best we can. So our week,
Our week,
yeah,
we went to the Strawberry Festival
yeah,
and had so much fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Mhm.
We didn't go on on Saturday. We went on Sunday.
right.
They said Saturday was extremely busy.
It
Mhm.
was.
Yep.
Yes. And
Yep.
so we went on Sunday, and we had just a great time.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
And I was able to get some chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, yep. And I got
Cheese
some
curds.
strawberry shortcake. So,
Yeah.
so it was really good. And we've got a little bit of snippet from the Strawberry Festival for you. So we're going to share that with you now. And as we move. All right. All right. So pretty good time, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. So we had a great time. We're going to talk about festival stuff here in a second. We did have one comment. So I don't know, Paul and Donna, if y'all can slide this way a little bit more. We're tight, folks. We're doing everything we can to get everybody in the picture. So we really, really appreciate
There
it.
we go.
Thanks for letting us know there.
Yes.
Yeah, and Mindy says that they missed the festival
Yeah.
and went to St. Augustine for the long weekend. Well, that's not a bad
That's
trade.
not a bad trade.
That ain't a
I
bad
love
trade
St.
right there.
Augustine.
We haven't made it there yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
Oh,
we heard it's
beautiful.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love St. Augustine.
Oh, yeah.
My sister lives over there. We love it there.
Oh,
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
So St. Augustine, that's a
Yeah.
must do.
It
It
is a
is.
must do. We've
That's
been
a
there
must
twice.
Yeah.
So we love it. So we're going to share with you some festival survival
Survivor
tips,
tips.
folks, because there's a lot of people.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Hey, I'll go ahead and I'll start us off
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
do
one.
that.
We went both days, and by all means, go on Sunday. It was packed.
Mhm.
You know, if you've been to this area, you know, Highway 44 outside of Brownwood, there was cars just lined up,
Mhm.
even outside of the Brownwood area. So,
I just
Yeah.
can't imagine
it
when y'all said that.
right.
Well, we
Yeah,
went
Bill
on.
Wingnut did a video on that,
Oh,
and
did
he
he?
showed them all
Yeah.
lined up.
Oh,
Yeah.
We went on a
yeah.
Saturday. It
Yeah.
was mobbed. You could hardly walk
It-
through.
it-
But I would definitely recommend taking a golf car.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes,
Yeah.
because there were
Yep.
so many cars. Well, I think because Saturday was so cold that
It
people
was chillier,
took cars
Right.
A lot
Okay.
more
because they were
cars.
kind of bundled up.
Yes.
We took our golf cart and we did get a space, but it took us a while to go find one.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
Yeah.
to Donna's point, if you're not familiar with it, golf carts, you park two golf carts in one car
Yes.
parking
Yeah.
spot.
Right.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Good deal. So next point is
Take
that,
cash.
Yeah, that's us.
Yes.
Take cash.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of the vendors, they just take cash. So
Right.
there is an ATM there, but you know how it
But
is
with
with a lot of
everybody-
people
No,
at
no,
ATMs.
you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Those ATMs run out of cash,
They do.
especially on weekends. So take some cash. So
Plus, they have a
awesome.
great farmer's market. I mean, I
Yeah.
buy a lot of vegetables there.
Mhm.
They have
Right.
great Brussels sprouts. If you like Brussels sprouts, they're big, huge.
yes,
Yep.
we
They're
don't
really
buy
good.
produce or fruit from the grocery anymore.
Yeah.
We always get
Okay.
it
We buy
every
it.
Saturday.
Yeah, we try
Yep.
to go there to buy our
Always. Yep.
vegetables. Yeah.
Yeah, and very similar vendors on the Saturday markets and the market nights
Yeah.
and the
Yes.
festivals.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
also
So a lot of the very similar vendors. Okay.
Yeah.
And one other thing on driving. You guys are going to talk about driving briefly?
Yeah, I'll handle that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul's got it.
Yeah,
Paul's got it.
Bostonians typically have a bad reputation when it comes to driving, and I probably am partly guilty for some of that. I'm not the most patient person in the world. My wife is quick to remind me that she's the only one who can hear me when I'm saying naughty words to the person in front of me. Yeah, there was actually something coming up in a question asking about how we're handling the snowbirds. There's still a lot of people down here this time of year, and there certainly was a lot at the Strawberry Festival. So you do now a little bit of patience, keeping in mind that everybody's here for the same reason: have a good time, enjoy the
But-
sunshine.
But you know,
It's-
we came from Cape Cod, so we were used
Yeah.
to tourists.
We were used to the reverse. All the folks that are down here now, we're going to be back in Cape Cod, so
Yes.
we were used to that. So it's be patient when it's that crowded. The same goes along with hotel restaurant reservation
Yes.
things. It's pretty crowded this time of year, but it's everybody's there for the same reason, to have a good time.
And be kind to your service, please.
Yes, always.
You always.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. That sounds great. And we've got, let me put this back up, and so a lot of great tips there. We're going to talk briefly here. And I'm going to try to do the slides minimally. Okay, folks, we have this up and we're going to talk about
Because it blocks Donna.
yeah, because it blocked Donna.
Poor Donna's getting blocked.
I thought it was going to
That's
block
okay.
over here.
I
It's,
did.
it's,
That's okay. I
it's
don't
reversed,
mind.
I think, on
Hey, you guys may want to switch. We'd rather see Donna than you, Paul.
Good to see everybody. Got to go.
but great response. So talking about the Natives of the Villages Lifestyle Club and Update, April.
Right.
And
Right.
Yeah.
yep, we're looking at our notes.
Yeah, sorry.
We're
So
trying to
far, we've
make
had an
sausage.
excellent response. So many people have reached out and
Mhm.
said they want to be a part. So thank you for that. And we will have more to come. We still have another whole week to get people that want to be, to sign in. Let us know you want to be a part of the club. So we're still taking names.
And that's the official survey part. Okay.
Right.
And because we're currently in that 2-week survey that the Villages does, and they published it again today. Note there, if you're looking at the recreation supplement for the Daily Sun, the email address that they have there, it's 1 R in Everett, not 2 R's. They
Yeah.
misspelled it again this week. But we have almost 60 people
Almost
so
60
far.
people so
That's
far.
Oh, wow, that's
And
fantastic.
that is
And
just
that's awesome.
people
Yeah.
who live here in
Exactly.
the Villages.
Right.
We've had so much response from other people who aren't even here yet.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're closing in May, maybe they're closing, buying something
Planning to come
and
later.
closing this fall. So we don't even have their names on that list because we're just
Mhm.
showing people. So that's only 50 to 60 people that are living here in the Villages
So far.
currently.
And we
Yeah.
have a comment from Mindy that she hasn't signed up yet, but I'm sure she will.
And Ron wants to know what part of the Cape we were in. We were in Bourne, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The short story there is that we lived on the canal, which is kind of like the unofficial beginning of Cape Cod. So our snotty friends used to remind us, since we were on the mainland side of the canal, we weren't really Cape Codders. But we were in the same county you guys were, so we were all on Cape Cod.
Got it.
And we do have a question here
From
from Thomas.
to Everett.
Yep. Did you include the attic insulation with your lanai costs?
We did. And the companies that we got quotes for the mini split were companies that also provided insulation for the lanai.
Yes.
And I think you guys did that as well, correct? And you had your lanai
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
We
mini
did.
split,
Yeah.
had it insulated.
Yep.
And the same company that came out, installed the mini split,
Yeah.
do the insulation at the same time. It's perfect.
Yeah, we did.
So yes. Yeah, and I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely recommend it. Okay.
Especially 3 days before the hurricane hit.
Yeah.
That was good.
For sure. And we're going to hit this. One more thing about the Natives Lifestyle
Yes.
Group. You can still sign up, thevillagesnatives at gmail.com. Villagesnatives@gmail.com. And thanks so much,
Yes.
everybody.
Thank you.
While you're talking about
Okay.
that, Carla wants to know, is a new lifestyle club, will it be strictly a social club or an activity club? What will it entail?
We are really
Ah,
looking
good
at both.
question.
Yep.
We are.
And we do plan to also, we have an idea and a basic concept, but we also want to know, what is it that you all need and you all would like to experience? And, in a club.
Yes. Is there things that you want to do like as a couples, like with other couples,
Mhm.
like maybe day trips or
Mhm.
or is there like women when they get together for lunch and maybe a shop trip?
Yeah.
Guys when they get together and do shuffleboard or bocce ball
Bocce, yeah.
or something like that.
Mhm.
Same thing for ladies.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're kind of looking
Yeah.
at
And from the social
Any.
perspective, it's a great way to meet more people.
it is.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
all about community
Yep.
and being part of finding your community and being part
Yep.
of it.
And Robert's asking about the restaurants. During the snowbird time, I would definitely recommend making reservations.
Okay.
Yes.
You have a restaurant you
After
want to
5
go
o'clock, for
to,
sure.
well, probably like 4 because
Yeah.
the restaurants are really crowded. We went to a restaurant, we had reservations at 4. By the time we walked out of there at 6, it was
Oh,
mobbed.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were lined
Oh, yeah.
up
So
on the
you
streets,
definitely
yeah.
need reservations
Yes.
at this time
During
of
the
the year.
snowbird season.
During the
Yeah.
snowbird season.
Right.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So we're to you guys for any other questions or comments that you see or that we need to get to, or shall we move forward?
Good point, Mindy, about the cardio drumming.
Mhm.
That is, you definitely want to get there early for that one.
Yes.
That's-
Yeah.
Um,
There
Okay.
are a lot
And-
of restaurants outside of the villages that line the villages. So
Yeah.
if it is crowded,
Yeah.
go outside.
yeah.
Leesburg has a lot of really good restaurants
Yeah.
too.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think going back to the club, one thing that kind of prompted this was Everett and April. They were a huge help for us, both being military. After we were back home after meeting them, I actually texted him one day. I said, "Man, this is like having the best sponsor for a new duty station
Yeah,
that I've
yeah,
ever
yeah.
had."
Right.
Just a huge help making, helping us make the transition.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have a
Oh,
similar
absolutely.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, huge shout out to these two. None of us
Yes.
are sitting here without these two.
Right.
We had met Rick and Angel, these two.
Thank you.
So the whole, idea behind this club is to say more of this and meet more folks.
Exactly.
It's just amazing how many really nice people are here.
Yeah, and we
Yep.
met April and Everett because Paul was on YouTube, and
I
April-
found their channel.
April was talking about the house, and Paul says, that sounds just like my wife. I got to contact this guy. Because we have the same design house.
They wound
Yes.
we wound up picking exactly the same layout.
And the
Yes.
people we played golf with last night had the same
Yeah.
house.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Whatever.
Daphne,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Awesome.
No,
And
Out of our core group of friends, everyone has the same floor plan, except does Carla? I don't know if they do or not.
No.
They
I
have what
don't
I
know.
originally wanted. They have the iris.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
But it's a very popular floor plan.
Yeah, and so is the iris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mark
Yeah.
is asking about finding reliable contractors. We did a lot on Facebook
Yep.
and then talking to different
And then
people.
asking
who they
neighbors.
use, and neighbors.
Yep.
Right.
And
the
they
the
use.
Facebook
That's
groups
nice.
here, the
Yeah.
Facebook groups, even if you're not Facebook people like we are not, but you need to plug into a neighborhood one, a village
Yes.
Yeah,
one.
virtually
Yeah.
every
And
village.
even, I mean, there's several, there's like
Right.
4 for even
Mhm.
our own.
Yeah.
But word of mouth here is really key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
If,
really
if
key.
it's someone that's not good, they'll let you know really
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
who is good.
Yeah.
You can use those as well.
You contact any one of us also
Yeah.
because we've done a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
construction here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to piggyback on what Rick was saying. In the military, that's how the military functions. And that's really why Everett and I did a lot with this YouTube channel,
Mhm.
is basing it on helping other people as they're coming in and transitioning in. So
Mhm.
it's really helped. But I want to get to, is it Robert? He talks about TRICARE
I just
health
watched
insurance.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, we are on TRICARE Health, TRICARE, and we do TRICARE Prime.
Mhm.
And we found doctors here in the area.
Yep.
If you're wanting to know who, you can send us a message
Yeah,
and we'll
just-
send you who we use.
Just send us an
Yes.
email to thevillagesnatives@gmail.com.
Yes.
And we'll be glad to correspond with you on
Yes.
that, reference that. But yeah, for retired military folks, that
Yes.
TRICARE is a big deal. And
Right.
Health
yeah,
insurance is a big deal.
Yeah.
health
Just
insurance is a
period.
huge deal.
Yes.
And with
Um,
TRICARE, yes.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to go on now to a segment that we really are enjoying, and we started it last week.
Yeah.
And these are our viewers of the week. And every week we're going to feature some viewers. It might be a single, it might be a couple,
Yeah.
but this is Steve and Kim,
Yeah.
and
Hey
they're
guys,
from.
it's good to see y'all
Hope
again.
you're
Hi,
watching.
Steve and Kim.
But they are from Georgia,
Yeah.
and they came down recently, back in the fall, I think late summer, fall, and they contacted us, said, "Hey, we'd love to meet you guys and go out to dinner." So I think we went to
We-
Fiesta Grande at
Yes, we did.
Brownwood.
We did.
That's a shout out. That's a good restaurant
That
right
is
there.
a great, nice of
Um,
him. Yes.
Had a great time there, and then we've been in for Boozy Bingo.
Mhm.
They had visited a few times, I think 3 or 4 times at that point. And Steve and I were supposed to go play golf. I think you guys were gone because
Yep.
I think you guys
We
were in
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're going to go with Ed, Steve, and I. And then a little thing like Hurricane Helene come through. I don't know what the problem with that.
It
Anyway.
interrupted their golf trip.
Yeah. So we didn't play golf, unfortunately. So we owe you a round of golf, Steve. And they're looking at coming down and relocating sometime in the fall.
Yeah.
So shout out to Steve and Kim.
Yes.
Thanks
And
for letting
they're
us
with us
use you.
too.
Yep, they're here.
Yes.
Great.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Awesome,
Yay,
guys.
guys.
Great to see you guys. Hi. Hey to you. So anyway, there are viewers of the
Heading
week.
down in May.
And did they say that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they're
Yeah.
coming in
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lifestyle that you
Yeah.
are gonna love.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Great time to come.
Awesome. Okay. So we're going to our next segment called Village Snapshot. And this will be quick. Weather update is perfect.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Nice,
sunny
warm
today.
and warm.
Mhm.
Earlier we talked about it was chilly on Sunday at the Strawberry Festival. You know, chilly as being it was still 50 degrees.
Still 50 degrees.
Yeah.
We try
Yeah.
not to whine
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you get acclimated to the warmer
Yeah.
weather, you're cold.
Mhm.
We whine a little bit.
All right. Yeah, we're going to go
Oh.
here.
We're gonna-
And
Now we're going to talk about the electric light party.
yeah, and these are
We
some
went-
activities coming up.
Yes,
Yeah.
activities coming up. And we went there last year. It was a lot of fun. Make sure you get there early because
Ooh.
it was packed. It sounds like what Strawberry Festival was on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yep.
It
Here we go
was
again.
extremely packed, but it was fun. We had a blast.
Right.
It'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Get
definitely a
there
party. I
early.
think Blonde Ambition, very popular band here,
Yes.
Yes.
is playing.
Playing.
So,
Oh, look what I noticed. It's till 10.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's, Hard Rock Cafe or Hard Rock Hotel. So casino, so a lot of good sponsors there.
Right.
So
The barbecue bash is coming up.
yeah,
That's on the 1st. It's from 12 to 3. And that one's going to be in Spanish Springs. This is the 22nd year that they've done this barbecue bash. It's a fundraiser for the charter school in the Villages,
Yeah.
which is an amazing school. And we, so it's $10 for a tasting band if you want to taste a barbecue.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're also going to have bands and stuff like that playing as well. So
Cool.
great time.
yeah, that sounds great.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. It's Street of Dreams. I was hitting the wrong buttons. So the Villages is offering. They just opened up a new Street of Dreams, which is their model design center,
Yes.
and it's in the Village of Wellpoint. And you can book. I think you can still book a tour. April and I booked a tour. We're going Monday,
Yeah,
right? So I think
Monday.
that's going to be great. We're looking forward to that.
We are seeing
And,
some of the new models.
We're going to get
Seeing some of the new
as
houses.
much footage as we can. Don't know what restrictions we'll have on that, but we'll bring you at least some pictures and maybe some video of that to come. Okay. And now we've got, boy, this is a big one here.
Speaking of another big crowd,
Yeah.
coming up, and this is the Mardi Gras Mardi Par festival coming up on March 4th. And I wrote this down because there's so many things happening. Live performers, the Licorice Sticks Dixieland Band, the New Orleans Renaissance, the Primetime Twirlers Show Team, still walkers. Every festival they have these still walkers, or the stilt walkers. They're an amazing group. Hula Hoana. Pacific Paradise Dancers,
Oh,
the original Villages belly dancers.
Oh.
So the Villages have everything, folks. And lots of clowns. There's lots of clowns that are around for the grandkids, so it's quite fun. There's tons of vendors offering all kinds of things, from home decor idea to colorful clothing, baked goods. It goes on and on. Food vendors. Obviously, have a lot of New Orleans cuisine. Greek and Mediterranean specialties. I had to write all this stuff down. There's so many things happening.
Yeah.
Caribbean fare, ice cream.
Yeah.
All right.
For those you don't know, April
Yes.
she's our ice cream princess here. And then the Mardi Par March. That's
Well,
for
why don't you tell them too that this is taking place at Lake Sumter Landing?
Yes, I'm sorry,
Yep.
Lake Sumter Landing.
Except
Yes.
And the Mardi Par March is a themed pet walk. So folks, for a $20 donation, you get your dog all dolled up in their Mardi Gras finest, and you stroll through the square for $20. And the donation is actually to the Humane Society SPCA. So that gets you the participation in the walk, participation in the costume contest, and a Mardi Paw swag bag. I have no idea what's in there, but I'm sure there's a few treats. So lots of things happening there.
Awesome. That sounds great. Thanks,
And
guys.
we also have market nights coming March 4th through 6th from 5 to 9 at the squares. On the 4th, it's at Spanish Springs, the 5th at Lake Sumter, and the 6th at Brownwood. And
Yeah.
that is vendors, homemade crafts, some really good big pretzels too.
Yeah.
Not that we know about that.
Yeah, which is very
Awesome.
yummy.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, guys. And our last one.
Golf courses.
Golf courses.
Golf
Not too long ago, Everett and April had done a video on, what's the king of sports around here, and it's certainly golf.
Yep.
And right now in the area of Eastport, under construction, scheduled to open this fall, are 2 new executive courses as well as a new championship course. The championship course is called Woodlands.
Yep.
I wrote some things down there. The most important for me was I understand it's going to be designed without too many water hazards. So, so for hackers like me, that's a very big plus.
Better and better.
And the 2 executive courses, Honeysuckle and Beauty Berry, multiple tee boxes as most of the executive courses. So no matter what your talent is, I'm a kind of a hacker, but there's 3 sets of tee boxes for everybody. So if you're an accomplished golfer, don't shy away from executive courses. They can be a lot of fun and also somewhat challenging. So
Right.
And then looking ahead to 2026, another championship course, Meadowview, is scheduled to open. So there's a lot of things happening in Eastport for golf.
We may want to mention too that the executive courses you're not paying for. If you
Yeah,
go to
as
a
an owner, good
championship
point.
one,
Right.
you do have to pay.
There's a greens fee, the
Yeah.
championship courses, but all executive greens fees are included in your ownership.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, guys. And Paul and Donna, any other questions or comments that you see or you have?
We've been working our way through them a lot.
We have.
There's a lot of folks were calling out to us because we're Cape Codders. So hello to the fellow Cape Codders back there.
Yay.
On the border of Cape Cod.
I mean,
Right.
no, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop with me.
Is border in or out? So-
We paid the same tax as the rest of them did. so.
There you go. There you go. I think in tennis, the line is in.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
I
go.
think it's in. Okay.
Restaurant recommendation from Mindy.
Oh,
Have you guys ate at Gillesco and Spanish
Hi, let's go.
Springs?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
My cousin and his wife have lived in the Villages for 18 years, and
Yeah.
they've lived up in Spanish Springs
Right.
for all of that time. And our very first visit down that we hung out with them, that's exactly where we went. And the food, like many places in the Village, was spectacular. Great service. In fact, it was the first time my cousin Gary and I had seen each other in over 20 years, believe it or not. So they're pretty frequent visitors of that restaurant.
Oh,
So the waiter knew him very well. So we got a group photo, and it was very good shout out.
Yeah, the food's
Yeah,
really
Hi
good.
Alesco is a great spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
love the hearts floating. That was sweet.
Nope, Mindy says Cape Cod's on your bucket list. One tip: go other than the summertime. Go in September. Avoid the crowds. Believe it or not, the water is the warmest it's going to be in September, and most of the crowd is gone because kids are back in school.
Go
Okay.
before July 4th if you're going to
Yeah.
go down earlier, like in June. Go before July
Yep.
4th.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough of the Chamber of Commerce messaging for Cape Cod.
Okay, we're going to transition now. Thanks, guys, and lots of great questions and comments. So, really good interaction. So, thank you. So, we're going to get back to the main topic, okay, and talk about that. The way we're going to talk about it is committing to the Villages for retirement, drinking the Kool Aid. Here are some questions we're going to pose that may be related to that, of how you get to committing to the Villages for your retirement. And so we're going to pose these questions, and we're going to give you our answers. So we ask you to chime in with your answers as well. Okay. So the first one, April.
It is, what helped you make the decision to commit to the Villages? Well, for me, as you know, we were in the military. So military lifestyle is crazy busy. There's so much stuff going on, all the hail and farewells, all the FRG meetings, just all the social events. And I knew that when we retired, we still needed that. So it was no brainer to me for us to come here to the Villages. Plus our plus is we are back home and all of our family is here. So.
Yeah. And we were coming this area anyway.
Right.
Okay. So we were coming back to this area because we're from this area, we're unicorns here in the Villages.
Yeah.
But in comparing the places around here, which we did, and
We
we
did.
recommend you guys do.
Right.
But in comparing the different communities, we just looked at price and everything, and said it's a no-brainer for us.
Right.
For us,
Right.
no-brainer for us. So, yeah. All right. So you guys,
Yeah, for us, Angel, she had found this place a couple of years ago, and I was always reluctant because I'm not a golfer, and
yeah.
so
Okay.
You gotta learn to
and I'm
play,
not good at
Rick.
putt
You gotta learn to play golf.
Well, we enjoy the scenery. It's beautiful. And
It
watching
is.
you people swing, it's beautiful.
and chase the golf balls, and but no, I mean, I didn't know. I thought everything was centered around golf,
Yeah.
and there is so much more here to do
Yep.
than just golf. There's, I mean, we're busy every day,
Yeah.
and just as busy as you want to be.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's
Yep.
you don't. You just do as much as you want to. You go to cardio drumming, like
Right.
one of the viewers was saying. If you want to go to cardio drumming today, go, and you may skip 3 weeks and
Right.
pick it back
Right.
up. So,
Boozy bingo.
Yeah.
absolutely,
They're all the time
yeah.
together.
Let me put this in there. You can download the Villages app now, and you can click calendar and put whatever you're interested in, a card game, a sport, dancing, music, whatever it is, and they'll tell you every place it's located in time. There's 3,500 clubs maybe or
Yeah.
more now. So
Mhm.
there's something for
Yeah.
everyone.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Paul Don?
You want to handle this one?
I'll let you jump first. and then I'll add to it.
Okay. A year ago this week, we knew this much about the Villages. We've been here twice just to have lunch. I have another cousin who lives about an hour north of here, and he brought us down. So we came down a couple times over the years, and all we saw was this cute little place with golf carts. And I said, I would never live in the middle of Central Florida. It's hot, it's humid. Why would anybody do this? Coincidentally, we also have a son and a daughter-in-law who both work for Disney. So we would come down and see our granddaughter. And each winter for the last several years, to get away from the cold of New England, we would come and visit friends and bounce around throughout Florida for several weeks. This past year, we decided to get an Airbnb stop in the Villages simply to kill a few days and just to see the place. Had no interest in buying it. A year later, we live here. So what does that tell you? It's you can't not fall in love with this place. It's just amazing.
And we didn't look. We only looked at one house.
Yeah,
It was an open house.
The other
Yeah.
experience is that the very last day we were on our Airbnb stop, we just wandered into a sales office, which, by the way, they will never try to sell you anything. They
Right.
just help you.
Right.
Very low
purchase what you
pressure.
should do.
No pressure.
There's never any pressure. But we just wanted it just to listen to see what it was all about. And the gal had printed out one sheet of paper about a house. And we looked at it. The next day we were leaving. And we started talking about it. And in conversations with our son and daughter-in-law, they said, you would really think about moving here. Well, when grandma starts thinking about that being that much closer to family things, I started thinking about it. So we drove back up the next day to look at that house, got here too early, wandered into an open house to kill time, fell in love with the house, made an offer a couple days later. Here we live.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
It was a very hard
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
It was tough to leave family and friends
It was a
back
very
home.
hard decision
Yeah.
for me to leave Cape Cod.
Right.
And I told Paul, if I don't love the house, we're not moving.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when we went to that open house and I really liked the house, I said, okay, I want to be closer to my son. And then my other son was moving
Yeah,
down here
coincidentally,
in October.
totally unrelated. Our other son was moving down.
So I said, okay, let's go. But I am very happy. I've gotten really acclimated now to
And it was
being
during
here.
that transition
Yeah.
that we reached out through the YouTube channel, which is how we first met April.
Yeah.
Then I found that you virtually were like
Yeah,
sisters.
we are.
Yeah.
So here we are.
That's great, guys. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And that experience. Anyway, I won't go on and on. April, Paul?
Paul and Donna.
Paul and Donna are on the next
Next
question.
I lost my question. Where am I? Yeah. How was your time transitioning to the villages and getting settled in?
Okay.
And,
How about you guys?
and we kind of just touched on a little
Yeah.
bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donna had some apprehensions. We both really had some apprehensions.
Right.
Me, it was more about the heat, the weather.
Okay. Yeah.
And it turned out to be, we acclimated very, very quickly. But the transition was really quite simple, surprisingly easy to go through.
Okay.
The one difference I think that we've had experience is that we bought a pre-owned home.
Yes.
So folks that
Right.
that have bought new homes have a somewhat different experience when they first move in. But
When you move to an established neighborhood, the neighbors already know each other, and they had known each other for almost 3 years. But when you move into a new neighborhood, everybody is new.
yeah,
So it's taken us a little longer to meet more people, but we are finally meeting some more people. And I finally did go to the DeLuna ladies meeting.
Oh, how'd that go?
Yes.
we live in the
Oh.
village of DeLuna, and we're called
Yeah.
the DeLunatics. So,
Yeah.
The lunatics. I
yeah, we're
love
the
it.
lunatics.
Okay. Awesome. So,
How about you guys?
yeah, April.
Yeah, for us, it was really, we bought new. So
Mhm.
once we closed, we knew we wanted, certain things done. And I stayed back, got all of that stuff done. We moved 90% of our stuff from Fort Walton Beach here.
Mhm.
I was here for the next many weeks. Everett turns around and leaves, just like normal. Good old military life.
Just like normal.
Just like
Just as
military
planned.
life. So it was normal.
Soldier leaving again.
It was normal
So,
for us,
yep.
me unpacking everything and putting it where I want it,
Right.
because I'm unpacking.
Right.
So, but yeah, so it was very easy for us. It was just like any other military move.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that. I was working, so we closed in December, and I worked till the middle of March, and like many of you guys as well.
Right.
And and a lot of people that actually move here still work.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the
Yeah.
residents
Yes.
Yeah.
will still work remotely,
Right.
or some of them will get a part-time job. So there's not everyone here is retired full-time.
No,
True.
not at all.
A
Very
Our
lot
next
of
door
people-
neighbor continues to work remotely from home.
Yeah.
True.
So I did that for a little while, and then now we're working with this.
Now we're working
So
again.
yay. So how about you guys?
Our plan was, as you guys know, our plan was for this to be a second home. And so we bought our home here and we furnished it. And after we were here 3 or 4 weeks, then I said,
Drinking the Kool Aid.
I drank the Kool Aid. And, it's just, we just really enjoy it. We decided to move down full time. And, from there, it was, it got busy. So
Right. You need to allow yourself time to rest and time to meet people. It's a lot different than a normal neighborhood that you're used to. You have the garage door open and people will come and they are just genuinely happy that you made it here, that
Yeah.
they don't care where all the stuff that everybody used to care about, like, well, what did you do? Or what did, or how big is your house or how small, or there's nothing like that. It's more of how did you, decorate or how did you use your storage area? But just allow yourself time to rest, get acclimated. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
You can't do it all. Just let yourself be okay.
Yeah, great point. Great
Good
point.
Mhm.
Okay. So thanks, guys. Next question, Rick and Angel.
So, what is one tip to help those thinking about drinking the Kool Aid?
Come for a visit. You can.
Ah.
We didn't do a lifestyle visit. We just Airbnb'd a few times, and we would go to the swimming pools and just listen and talk to people. And we would go to the squares and listen and talk to people. And we're like, this place, like, what's wrong with it? That we kept trying to find what is wrong with
Looking
it.
for the flaw.
Right.
Right.
There,
Yeah.
we really,
It's too good to be true.
and I know we're down south. There is a lot of younger down south, and we're further away from some things, but we have Middleton and they're fixing to open up some restaurants and gas stations are coming. It's really not that far, 15 minutes to groceries. It's
Mhm.
not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, good deal. How about you guys?
For me, I'd say don't believe some of the stories you may hear. If you're
Yeah.
thinking about coming down here,
Absolutely.
a lot of folks will
Okay.
start doing some research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, sadly, many, many years ago, some really nasty rumor got started and, people had a completely different take on what's here.
A lot of nasty rumors.
A lot
Yeah.
of really unfortunate stuff. So if you've heard any of that stuff about loofahs and all wild parties and all that stuff, it's simply not true. People like to, keep that mystery going, and they kind of, in fact, we have friends of ours who snowbirded down here from Cape Cod for the last 3 years, I guess it's been.
Yes.
And we would talk to her, and she wouldn't tell people back home that she lived in the Villages. She lived in the town of Wildwood, just because she was afraid someone was going to think something ill of her.
Well, when
So-
she told me she was buying down here, she said, please don't tell anyone I'm moving to the village.
So if you're at all considering ever coming to Villages, don't believe all that nonsense,
Yeah.
because that's
Right.
all it truly is.
And we
Right.
found it to be exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
Oh, yeah,
we've-
absolutely.
It's about
We've
as
always-
wholesome as you can get.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. And,
Yeah.
we're involved in.
It's not a hedonistic community.
It
at
is
all.
not.
Yeah.
It is
We're
not.
involved in a church already. There's
Mhm.
involved in men's Bible studies, women's Bible studies, and so it's again. I'm sure there's crazy stuff out there if you're looking for it.
If you're
but,
looking for it, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
what you make it.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
And for us,
Yeah.
it is now's the time that you're done, you're raising your family, and to me, it's just time to come back, relax, enjoy, and just live life.
Yeah.
Live the best life you can and enjoy it because
Yes.
it's your time. So that's
Yeah, it is.
what I think.
And I'll share this. I think it was my last meeting that I had for work, and I won't get into all the fun aspects of that. But after that meeting, someone looked at me and said, "So you're, how old are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm 60. I was 61 at the time."
Right.
And they said, "Well, you're retired. Are you going to work at all?" No, we're not going to work. And they said, "What are you going to do?" And I looked at him because I was 61. April's not quite 60. And I said, "We're going to
Almost.
seize our 60s."
Yeah.
Because we had spent so much time apart. And I said,
Right.
for our 60s is going to be us.
Yeah.
And, could we have worked longer, made some more money, padded some accounts? Sure, we could have. Okay. But, I had a good job and I enjoyed it. But we said, nope, we're going to make this time for us. And we're
Mhm.
glad we did.
Yeah.
So,
We've been married 40 years.
Mhm.
And 8 of those years, military, we were apart.
Yeah.
8 years. Out
Wow.
of that 40, we were apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
So,
time to come home and have fun.
yeah. So, okay. So that is,
And what makes these two amazing is that, they're committed to having fun with one another, but they open up to everyone else. They're just such a welcoming couple.
yes.
Well,
It's not just about the two of them. They welcomed us. We all feel like family here.
We do.
We do.
April, you might
Yeah.
want to answer this question. How long to go to Leesburg for the shopping?
Oh, yes.
okay.
Yeah. We're way down in Lake Denham.
Mhm.
And
We're on the
Leesburg-
southeast side.
Mhm. Leesburg shopping is Palm Plaza Publix is probably only
15 minutes.
20 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes from us.
Yeah.
So, by car, you can get there really quickly.
Mhm.
Even Target up in Lady Lake, 25 minutes, I can get to Target.
Yeah. And they're building a new one.
And they're building a new one on
So it'll be
466
15
Yeah.
to 20
A.
minutes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
And I would say the majority of our shopping, we do in Wildwood. There's a Lowe's, Home Depot.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
There's some restaurants. It's probably 15 minutes or so to
From you
Wildwood.
guys, and
Yeah.
y'all
Right.
live in Walter Creek.
Right.
Yeah, I do a lot of shopping in Lady
Yep.
Lakes because I
Yep.
like going to Fresh Market. I
Right.
do
Oh, yeah.
Walmart.
Yep.
'Cause they have the lettuce I really like at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Oh, good.
And you can do all of this in a golf cart.
and
Yeah.
the
Right,
light,
yeah.
in the Lighthouse Seafood. I
Yeah.
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Shout outs for some of the local.
Because
folks.
that person is from Boston, actually.
Hey.
He gets all his fish from Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're fixing
Yeah.
to get, because we're all south of 44, we're fixing to get they're just starting to break ground,
For
but we're fixing
Walmart.
to get a
Yep.
huge supersized
Yep.
Walmart
Yeah.
Mhm.
on 44, which will be a lot closer for all of us. It'll probably
Yeah.
only be 15 minutes down the road for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So-
think that's their new future concept.
Yes.
Walmart. I'm not. That's going to be a super duper whooper whopper Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
okay. So I think I know the answer to this. So would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
1,000 times more.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to look at some. So April and I are going to look at questions here, and got people from Estes Park, Colorado. Maine Coon kitties. Okay.
Oh.
Seems like no one has cats there.
yeah.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie. Yeah. Oh, our folks right across the street. They have
Yep.
cats.
Yes.
They have a Taj Mahal cat.
Well, you just
Place
have to
on
be,
their
you just have
lanai.
to be careful with the cats go with the alligators here.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
You got,
they're indoor cats.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
Okay.
Yeah,
indoor.
They're all indoor.
Yeah, anything roaming outdoor,
Yeah. Mm-mm.
be careful of that. But
No.
yeah, all animals, dogs are, there's a lot of bunches
There's
of
a lot of
dogs.
dogs.
Yes.
A lot of dogs.
Bougie dogs.
And
I will
A
say,
lot of bougie dogs and keep them on leashes.
if you're
Yeah. We
if
got
you're
two
a
babies.
if you're a dog or a cat or any pet and your owner lives, I mean, you've hit
Oh,
the
yeah.
owner lottery. I mean,
Yeah.
it is
Most people that probably have cats are indoor cats.
right.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah. I haven't
they're
seen
there.
an outdoor cat.
I
either.
haven't either.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Bill and Kelly met you.
Oh yeah, yep. We remember Bill and Kelly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Their daughter Caitlin.
Yeah.
Restrictions on gardens.
Met him
Yeah.
at the coffee shop.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
asking about restrictions on gardens and how
And-
big can you have them?
That's a good question.
Oh, that is a
Yeah.
good question.
Like stump the
That would-
panel.
well, no, that would be
You may be able to do like a raised garden,
a raised garden.
Yeah,
yeah.
In your back.
Right.
or if you have a veranda.
If you
Nobody-
If you have a veranda,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
Right.
good because
But outside garden, I
Well,
don't-
you
I
have
don't
to
think
get the
you're allowed.
boxes. You want to put, do herbs and
Right.
any of that.
right.
You could
But you
check
know
with
what?
the art.
Let's make a note of that.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and provide
Yeah.
that question for
And
sure.
I will say this as well. We'll make a note and try to add that in. But
Yeah.
We
gardens.
should also say that, everything we're talking about are just our own opinions.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank you. Good-
absolutely.
good point.
Thank
It's
you,
just how
Paul.
we think of things.
Absolutely.
We're not here to sell
experiences.
you the villages. We're
Yeah.
just telling
Well,
stories
but when the
about what-
landscape guys told me, if you want to do like a garden, you can get the boxes
Mhm.
and
Okay.
put your, whatever you want
Right.
in those
Yep.
boxes,
Yep.
tomatoes
Yep.
or
So
herbs
let's
or
look in to see
whatever.
if
Yeah.
there's any
Yeah.
kind of.
I will tell you this. You can go on to district.org, district.gov.org. Look at the district you're looking at and look at the deed restrictions.
Yes.
And anything that's restricted there is, and it talks all about pets, everything.
It does.
So,
Okay.
and I'll say this, I'll recommend that for, if you're looking at coming here and if you're looking at a particular neighborhood
Yeah.
or village or a set of homes, look at the deed restrictions,
Yes,
Right.
read
exactly.
them.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they all
Read-
vary
Right.
They all
by
vary.
district.
And
They do.
Some are
Yeah.
no antennas outside. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to have any
Yep.
visible antennas.
Yeah.
But Mindy makes a great
Yeah.
point that every CDD is
Right.
slightly
They
different.
do.
it is.
Rules.
We're broken up into different districts.
Yes, we are.
We are.
I think you guys are in District 14.
14.
We're
We
in
are.
District 15.
We're in 11.
We're in
Yeah,
11.
yeah.
you-
Okay, so
Okay.
each one of
One
us have a
restriction that
different-
I was surprised by, but I really like, are no trash barrels.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so which seems kind of, the trash is picked up twice a week.
Yeah.
You can put virtually anything out there and they'll take it away.
Yes.
Again, there are some restrictions, but there's no trash barrels because they don't want any unsightly barrels lying around for, you put it out there and you go away for the day, the wind blows it down the road. So when we say the whole place kind of looks like Disneyland because it's so perfect the way it's landscaped, right down to trash barrels.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I have
Yeah.
to say, the landscaping here is tremendous. I mean,
Yes.
everything always looks beautiful
Yes.
Mhm.
here.
Good.
Also, some districts up north only allow 2 pets per house.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Down
okay.
in our district, on ours, there's not a number.
Hmm.
So,
There's not a number
Um,
in the deed
and
restrictions.
yes,
Yeah.
so
Um,
make sure you're reading it for all kinds of reasons.
They do
Yeah.
have ones to avoid. I think I read in some.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we did the questions. We're going to go to our segment Beyond the Bubble. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is Beyond the Bubble. So for us, yeah, and we're going to try to get this in underneath an hour. We might go over a little bit, so hang with us if you can. But we do want to talk about this. This is a place that is in downtown Leesburg on
Yes.
Main Street. Place April and I know very well. We
Very
grew
well.
up
My
frequenting.
sister and her husband went there just about every day for lunch. So
Yeah.
we knew about it.
Yep.
Love
And
it.
started going there when we transitioned
Yes.
down. We've been many times
Yes.
to McCrackens Irish Pub.
Yeah.
Very good.
And
we've gone with both of the couples.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
we have. So there's
Ever in
some
April bought our
pictures.
meal? Did they buy yours? No, I'm just joking.
Thank you very much. I'm leaving.
Well, okay.
Thanks, Rick.
So come on down. They're
No, I'm just
buying.
kidding.
Set me up. Okay. But lot good different. I'm going to show the menu here in a minute. But the food, I think I've never had a bad meal there.
No,
Never had a bad meal.
If you like a
Oh,
good hamburger,
Yeah.
the whiskey burger is amazing.
Yeah, whiskey burger.
Yeah,
Okay.
the whiskey
Yeah.
burger
Yeah,
is
their food was
amazing.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
We
The
do have a
staff was great.
staff was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Service was good.
Yes.
yeah, it's you got the tin roof, tin ceiling.
Yeah.
There's a bar there. There's booths. There's tables.
Yes.
We've had up to 17,
We have.
18 people in a
We've done a party.
party
We did
for
a
our family there.
reservation. They would only do the
Um,
reservation either during the afternoon or after 6.
after 6.
Yeah.
But lot of great, very accommodating.
Yes.
Great service. This is their, and I'm going to maximize this just briefly so you can see a few things. Donna, let me go to this because somebody asked where you find the Poland spring water.
I was just going to answer that.
Good.
He's
So-
from Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
BJ's.
Oh,
Oh,
BJ's
nice.
Wholesale
That's
Club.
fine.
Yeah, BJ's Wholesale
BJ's.
here in the Villages has Poland Springs.
It's
And
in La-
if
it's in
you're in New
Lake-
England, you understand why we're so passionate about Poland Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's in
everybody
Lake-
says water is water. No, it's not.
Yeah. BJ's is in Lady Lakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks, Terry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
We know Weymouth very well.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you guys
Yes.
for chiming in. I'm like, I've seen Poland Spring. I may have drank it. I don't know.
You saw my bottle.
So no doubt. So yeah. So here again, Beyond the Bubble,
Yes.
thumbs up for McCrackens.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
go,
yes.
go.
Go.
Chicken was amazing.
Yeah.
Truffle fries was even
And
Awesome.
Yeah,
as a
the
New Englander,
fries,
the
yeah.
fish and chips are really good.
Yes, they are.
Surprisingly good.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Good point. Thank you. All right. So, wow, we're coming to the end,
Yeah.
and we've done this in really close to an hour, right?
Yes, it
Not too bad
Yeah.
for a bunch of
Yeah.
rookies.
It's
Yeah,
7:57.
man.
7:57.
I think,
Yeah.
so, and I tell you, you guys have made it.
Y'all did.
Y'all
Yes.
have made it.
Yes.
And
I mean,
all of y'all made it. Thank you.
This is a joy.
Yes.
I mean, I've had a
Yes.
I've had a blast.
we did.
I've had
We
a.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Robert.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you, Robert.
We are
Robert.
making sausage here. With
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Making sausage.
you. We are trying.
Well,
Oh,
the main thing is you can see us and you can hear us.
All right.
right,
Yes.
right.
So we've accomplished the primary goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Thanks, Ron.
And,
Yes, thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
thank you. And here again, well, I'll just, what else before we,
Well, as
Wrap
as
it
we're
up.
kind of lapping up all these kudos you guys are throwing our way, obviously we want you to like, comment, and subscribe. It's all about the channel and its growth. So please, you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And let us know if you like this live roundtable. And
Yes.
If you have any comments, let us know in the little
All you
doobly-doo.
people who are watching but not have any comment, throw a comment in, please.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks,
Oh, we got
Denise.
Something from Denise.
okay.
Lots of hand claps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, Denise.
Right back
Thank
at you,
you.
Thank you,
Denise.
Denise.
Yeah.
And don't forget to sign up for the club.
Yeah.
Yes.
sign up.
If you're
Yes.
interested in the
Let
club.
us know. And
You all
wow.
start over from the beginning. I just got on.
Sorry, William.
Go to
Sorry.
the channel. Go to the channel and it will post in the live section.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to post it in the regular video, so it will be available. Okay. So, but thanks for jumping on.
Thanks, Kim and Steve.
Thanks,
Kim and
Yeah, we
See
look
you
forward to
guys
meeting you.
soon.
Thank you.
Okay. God bless. And thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
In our new
Good night.
home.
In our new home. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Bye.
See y'all.
Good night.
Bye. Okay. Boom. And
Let's do it.